Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Jesse. You're watching JLS Comics. Thanks for pressing play. So a viewer of mine sent me a message, and I always welcome these, asking what my most anticipated movies for 2018 will be. So I compiled the list here, and this video will be that list. It's 15 of my most anticipated movies of 2018. Stay tuned. 2017 was a rather lackluster year for movies and cinematic performances, with franchise promises and movies that quickly fizzled out in the box office. There was left a lot to be desired. A lot of promises, but a lot of empty promises. With the year quickly drawing to a close, there are some movies that are looking extremely promising here in the last few months of the year. And as we look to 2018, there are some equally great promises and some movies that I am very much looking forward to. So today, based on the request of one of my viewers, one of my subscribers, we're going to take a look at some movies that I'll be looking forward to in the year 2018. Now, I'm not going to do a top 10 list to most anticipated. These are going to be in chronological order through the months as they're going to be released. So we'll get started here, and there are 15. I could have put more, but I wanted to round it out at a nice even number. So let's get started. February 2nd, there is a movie called God Particle coming out, and it is the third installment in the brand new Cloververse. First we had Cloverfield, and then we had 10 Cloverfield Lane, and now we get God Particle rather, and it's about a crew of astronauts fighting to survive on a spaceship. Ties into the world, and produced by J.J. Abrams, one of my favorites these days. A couple weeks later, February 16th, is Black Panther, directed by Taika Waititi and starring Chadwick Boseman, leading an all-star cast. The trailer just came out, the full trailer, and it looks amazing, folks. Let me tell you, this movie is going to be fantastic. Alright, about a month later, March 16th of 2018, is another installment in a franchise, and that is Tomb Raider. This is going to be an origin story that loosely follows the game. In fact, some of the visuals for the movie very closely resemble the visuals in the game. It's uncanny how close they got in some of those scenes. This was directed by Roar Uthog and stars Alicia Vikander as Tomb Raider. Looks really great, folks. There is a really cool trailer out as well. I recommend checking it out if you're not familiar with it. Yet another installment, March 23rd, is Pacific Rim Uprising, directed by Stephen DeKnight. It takes place 10 years after the first movie. So this is a true sequel. It's the 10-year anniversary of when the Rift was destroyed. Week later, March 30th, is a movie that I've been looking forward to for quite some time, and that is directed by Steven Spielberg, based on an Ernst Cline book. It's called Ready Player One. If you are at all a fan of 80s nostalgia, 80s games, movies, pop culture, you will love this. The references, the cameos, the appearances in this are second to none. It will blow your mind. If you saw the teaser reel, it is amazing how many cameos and trailers appearances are in that. It will look amazing to you if you're a fan of the 80s. There is just so much to that, and it looks like they are going to be doing the book justice. I highly recommend reading the novel before you go so you have an idea of what you're getting into, and that's Ready Player One. Into April 13th, we have New Mutants. Trailer for that just came out, released by Josh Boone, and it is, as described by Stacey Snider, CEO at Fox, a haunted house horror movie filled with hormonal teenagers. And this stars the New Mutants, the young X-Men team that grew to fame based off of Bill Sienkiewicz's run in the early 80s. Really iconic there. I highly recommend this, reading the run to get an idea of what the movie will entail. It looks fantastic. I'm a huge fan of the New Mutants, and especially magic. So that was a movie that definitely will be on my list to watch. Appropriately released on 4/20, April 20th, will be Super Troopers 2. After a long time, we're finally getting a sequel to the cult classic comedy from the comedy troupe that released the first one. It's directed by Jay Chandrasekhar. He did the first one. It's really cool. There's some cool cameos in here. One of them is Linda Carter. I thought that was pretty neat. May 4th, big movie coming out May 4th, guys. It's Infinity War. And we don't know a whole lot about this. We did get a leaked teaser for the movie, but it's going to be good. It's going to be huge. It's going to be epic. It's going to be a massive sweeping tale throughout the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's going to be one not to miss. May 25th, we finally got this. Actually, when I was compiling this list, it's funny. The title for this movie came out, released by Ron Howard. I had it as Unnamed Star Wars Han Solo Anthology Film. However, now we know it's called Solo, a Star Wars story. And again, directed by Ron Howard, Alden Ehrenreich, Woody Harrelson, Emilia Clarke, Donald Glover. It's an all-star cast, folks. It's going to be good. June 1st, Deadpool, the sequel, is coming. We're reuniting the cast there for the film with, of course, Ryan Reynolds and everybody else, but we're adding Zazie Beetz as Domino, Josh Brolin as Cable. It's going to be good. If the first one is any indication, it's going to be good. Up next, July 6th, actually, is Ant-Man and the Wasp, directed by Peyton Reed. This movie brings back Paul Rudd and Michael Douglas, Michael Pena as well, reprising their roles. Michael Pena was really funny, stole the scene a couple times in the first movie, Ant-Man. I'm really looking forward to that. We're bringing in Evangeline Lilly as Hope Van Dyne, as well as Michelle Pfeiffer making an appearance as Janet Van Dyne. Great cast there, folks. August 3rd is The Predator, directed by Shane Black. And this is set to be a sequel to 1987's Predator. Very familiar story of a group stranded in the jungle, and there's a predator on the loose. Looks really good. 10/5, we have a Ruben Fleischer directed film through Sony called Venom. And that's going to be starring Tom Hardy, of course, as Venom. Michelle Williams and Riz Ahmed are billed as well as being on the cast, potentially as Carnage, and Anne Wying, who is will be Tom Hardy's love interest in the movie. Maybe being a she-Venom is one of the speculative things there, but we'll see. November 2nd, we have X-Men Dark Phoenix, directed by Simon Kinberg. That's going to be really great. Tells the story of Jean Grey becoming the Dark Phoenix, and now we got a little bit of that in X-Men 3, but hopefully this time around we'll get the story and we'll get it right. Most of the new cast is coming back. I really like Psylocke. I think she was really underused in Apocalypse, so I'm happy when I hear, and again it's rumor, but that Olivia Munn might be returning as Psylocke, and hopefully they'll be able to do more with her, give her more speaking parts, and really do the character the justice that she deserves, because Psylocke is a really, really cool character. Alright, and last but not least, December 21st is the James Wan directed film AQUAMAN, set to be part of the DC Cinematic Universe. We have Jason Momoa as Arthur Curry, also known as Aquaman. Nicole Kidman will be in this film, Queen Atlanta. Amber Heard as Mira. Dolph Lundgren will be King Nereus. We have Willem Dafoe as Vulko, Patrick Wilson as Ocean Master, and Yahya Abdul-Mateen playing Black Manta. That's it, folks. That's 15 movies. That's a whole year of entertainment and fun. But tell me down below, what movies are you looking forward to? There were others I could have put on here, but like I said, I wanted to keep it to a nice even 15. So let me know what you're going to be seeing. Let me know what you're looking forward to. Let me know what you're going to skip and what you thought on my list as well. And as always, if this is your first time here, love to have you as part of the JLS Comics family, so feel free to hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell next to it so you can catch all the latest here on the channel. And join us on Thursdays. Every Thursday night we do a live show, Comic Conversation. It is a podcast that is uploaded to iTunes as well, so feel free to look for us on iTunes. And on Tuesdays we start the poll for the book that we'll be reviewing every Thursday on Comic Conversation. That poll goes up on Twitter. My Twitter is @ComicsJLS. Feel free to follow me on all my social media. Love to chat with you guys. Love the interaction and all that good stuff. That's it. This is Jesse here at JLS Comics, and this has been a response video to a viewer. Thanks.